Today, New Life, we're living in a time where a lot of people are asking the question, so what's so important about Jesus? Let's look today at some of his own words that describe the significance of who he was and what he was doing. In Luke chapter 11, we have a story where Jesus had just cast out a demon, and some around him accuse him of doing so by Beelzebul, the prince of demons. Jesus responds by saying, "If by the finger of God I cast out this demon, then the kingdom of God has come upon you." Jesus uses very simple speech in the Gospels, and often we mistake his simple manner of speech for being rather uneducated, but actually Jesus' speech betrays the highest degree of academic learning in the first century. Because not only would he speak in simple ways, but underneath there is always this subtext of allusion to passages from the Old Testament. The phrase, "the finger of God," appears 3 times in the Old Testament. Twice are when we hear about God inscribing the commandments on the stone tablets. The other time is in Exodus chapter 8. Now, when Moses and Aaron are going to Pharaoh and saying, "Let my people go so that they might go and worship me," they begin to perform signs and miracles. The first several signs and miracles, Egypt's magicians are able to meet Moses tit for tat. But with the plague of the lice, they no longer can, and the magicians look at Pharaoh and say, "This is the finger of God." All 3 instances of the phrase, "the finger of God," are connected to the story of the Exodus and God's redemption of Israel. The kingdom of God appears for the first time in the Bible in Exodus chapter 15, where after the Israelites crossed the sea and the Egyptians had been wiped out, the people sing, "The Lord reigns forever and ever." In other words, Jesus pointed at his exorcisms and the miracles that he worked and said to his contemporaries, "God has anointed me, and with what is happening, the final redemption that you are hoping for is breaking forth. Now, what are you going to do about it?" And that's my question to you today, New Life. What are you going to do with Jesus of Nazareth? Often we like to treat him almost as a superhero, like Superman. He has a great storyline, but he's kind of way out there, away from us. Let me encourage you today. Because Jesus is God's anointed Messiah, let him and his message have a greater claim on your obedience and on your life today.
Okay, New Life Church, we're learning the Word. I love what we're getting. Every day, a dose that we need for that day. Manna for the day. It's scriptural. I want to also remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can get this every day on Facebook. Just get involved in what we're doing. We're going to be here again tomorrow, so let's stay in the Word together. That's what we're trying to do. 2020, the year of the Word.